Hi, everyone. I'm Steve here again with Pastor Victor Brote. Thanks for being with us, Pastor.
Very glad to be here.
We always appreciate your take on things. So we're going to talk about a verse here that, and I'll let you read it in a second, but that just reminds me of two different hats that I wear. One is my business hat. I own multiple businesses, multiple health clubs to be specific. And I have a responsibility to that business and to God to be a steward of that and to do the best that I can to make them profitable and make them grow. That's my responsibility. That's my job. But we also personally have a responsibility to our fellow man and to people in need. I believe that. So why don't you read the verse and then we'll just kind of kick that around, kind of the differences.
Yeah. It's in Exodus 23, verse 25. If you lend money to my people, to the poor among you, you are not to act as a creditor to him. You are not to charge him interest. Wow, that it puts a change in, it's a curveball instead of a fastball. It's just different. And it strikes me as how, well, when I was a pastor at some churches, I was dealing with businessmen. They were, quote, the elders, and they made decisions as businessmen, but that wasn't necessarily good for the church. They wouldn't think like an elder, and that was a real challenge because we get so enveloped in the culture around us. And when we think as a Christian ministering, it's a different paradigm. It's a different way of thinking of things. I'm going to turn it back to you because I know you got some ideas there.
Yeah, I have to take my business hat off when we look at this verse, because when you're looking at the community, we're serving God. Are we going to charge God interest? No. So we're serving God with our resources. And it's really important to keep these two things segregated so that our business, we're being responsible and we're being a good steward, like the talents, and making them grow however your business works. But also our service to God and service to our community is different. And we can't treat that service like a business. Oh, I'll loan you money, but you got to give me interest. No, I'll loan you money, and if you don't pay me back and you can't pay me back, that's okay. Let's talk about it next year. Maybe you'll be in a better place, but I'm supporting that person. And it's not with my business attitude that I address people in need. Those are my thoughts.
It's kind of like a slavery. Other places in the Bible is like you become indebted, and you could end up being a kind of a slave servant to another if you get far behind on your debts. But in this paradigm that's so different is you're not counting that. You are just trying to bless. That's a different kind of goal where, and Jesus talks about, even inviting somebody over for dinner and you're just trading favors back and forth. There's a different paradigm to God's people when they're at their ideal. And we're serving God, not that particular opportunity to make money. No, it's a whole different way of looking at things. And I think it's a big challenge for all of us because we get overcome by the culture around us.
Yeah. As always, Pastor Brote, we appreciate your insight and your input. Thanks for being with us.
Glad to be here. Thanks.